In 1936 Chicago, small-time grifter Johnny Hooker seeks to avenge the death of his friend by playing a big con against the crime boss who called the hit. Teaming up with Harry Gondorff, a down-on-his-luck big-time con artist, the two men scheme to rip off the Mafia in the Robert Redford Paul Newman classic, The Sting. Welcome to Gutter Trash episode 144, The Sting. My name is Eric.
And I'm Jason.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, it's all my pleasure.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up, buddy?
Eh.
I think it's fall.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
It is getting there. We still have a full month to go.
Well, I saw some leaves, though, all over the ground.
So, I see leaves all the time.
That was the first time for me. I mean,
See leaves? Ever?
this season.
They grow on trees all the time.
Okay. I walked through a pile of them, though, and my feet were touching the ground. It was amazing. This was yesterday.
Some high windstorms recently.
That's possible.
A storm a couple days ago.
Hurricane Irene.
Yeah.
Earthquake.
Earthquake, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All these things could explain away. But I thought maybe, fall was starting early, which would make me so happy.
Yeah. It's still incredibly hot outside.
Not today. It's warm. I wouldn't even say hot today.
It was hot today.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Okay. In the noontime.
Yes.
In the noontime it was hot.
You know, when the giant fiery ball of light was up in the sky, yes, it was hot today. When it sunk down into the ground, then it stopped being hot outside.
Yeah. When the orcs that live inside of the earth tethered it with their leather lassos and pulled it into the nearest volcano.
Exactly.
Which is what happens every night around 8:30. Daylight savings.
Right. And it is getting earlier and earlier that they pull the sun down into the volcano.
I love that about them.
Yeah.
You can always count on a good molten core orc to...
Yeah. I'm sure within a month and a half, they'll start pulling it down around, 6, 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then maybe by, November, they'll get it down around, 5:30, 6 o'clock.
See, they're
great.
Yeah,
they're great for that.
Oh, yeah. You can, if you can't count on an earth orc,
right?
Who can you? That's all I'm saying.
Right. So, no. It's better than it was a month ago. I will concede that entirely.
And there's some leaves on the ground, which is weird.
Yeah. Seems early for that still.
Yeah.
There.
Confused me. I took a photo.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
No.
I'll show you on the break.
All right. I don't want to see it.
It's my dog playing in
don't
leaves. But you get to see a picture of Uma. She's awesome.
Uma is awesome. I miss seeing her.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll bring her over sometime.
All right.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Not that I have anything against her. I just don't think this apartment is proper for Uma.
She's grown accustomed to a certain level of,
Clutter?
Yeah.
You can bring Goo over anytime.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Done and done.
All right.
Can he be a guest on the next show?
Yes!
That would be awesome. Goo is my cat. My 13-year-old cat.
Yeah.
And he is awesome.
Yes, he is.
He's still super agile and gets around, like he's a 2-year-old cat.
Yeah, he's skinny.
Yeah, he's really skinny.
That helps.
Mm-hmm.
I only know gigantic cats, so
Right.
they're pretty lethargic
Yeah.
and don't do a lot.
They eat. They maybe do some bathing. Not a lot of jumping.
Right, yeah, no.
Yeah.
In fact, one of them has a hard time jumping. Can't even make it to a couch.
Aw. Poor guy.
He's a fat bastard.
Is it the Max?
That is Max.
You just give him a little stool. A little stool step
Nah.
onto the couch.
He makes it up. He just has to take his time.
Yeah.
Plus, he's probably like 15 years old, too.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll bring Goo over. He'll love it.
Sweet. I want a cat. I want a cat to defeat my crushing loneliness.
Aw. They're good for that.
Yeah. At least until I start neglecting it and forgetting to feed it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he claws your eyes out while you're sleeping.
Yep. And then everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Huh. Well, we watched a movie.
Yes, we did.
What did we watch?
We watched Batman Brave and the Bold.
We did. Yeah, we did.
No, we watched The Sting,
Yeah.
starring Robert Redford, Paul Newman, Charles Durney, Ray Walston, Eileen Brennan, Robert Shaw, other people.
Yeah. There was some Mr. Hand.
Oh, that's Ray Walston.
Yeah.
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 I believe Uncle Martin is his name.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, what a cast.
What a cast indeed.
Would you say an ensemble cast?
I would say this is an ensemble cast.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, there's a couple of obvious main
Yeah.
stars.
I guess it is an ensemble cast, sure.
Yeah, I mean, you got your Redford and your Newman,
Right,
kind of, stealing a large portion of screen time, but
right. Well, they're the main characters.
everybody held their own.
That is
Everybody
true.
was awesome.
So what did you think overall?
I really liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
As did I.
yeah.
Not the best con artist movie I think I've ever seen,
Right.
but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was clever. There was at least one surprise twist that I
Yeah.
never saw coming.
Right. Yeah.
You know? Yeah, sorry I never saw this sooner.
Isn't that weird? I'd never heard of this until the last episode.
Wow.
And this is from what, mid-70s?
Sorry, Joe and Kristen and everybody who might be offended by that.
Or was this
1973, I believe.
okay?
Yeah. I think this hot on the heels of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
People were demanding to see Redford and Newman team up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
And so they made this.
Well, it was cool. Yeah, it was like. I mean, I've always liked heist movies, and I would almost like this sort of grifter movie, as they refer to themselves, is along the same lines as like a good heist movie. I mean, there's some
Trickery. And,
some stealth and a little. It's kind of like you're like, what are they doing? How are they going to pull this one off? And
Right.
How are they going to do it? And yeah, it's I sound like a moron. Are they going to do it? But yeah, wow. It was really fun too. It was really fun.
I think being that this movie is almost 40 years old at this point, and the fact that it stars Robert Redford and Paul Newman, we knew how it was going to turn out.
Yeah.
I think that it's the fun of getting there.
Yeah.
With this type of movie.
Yeah, there's some really I don't know. Like you said, clever little tricks and things that they do to scam money off people, and then there's kind of one main one that they work up to, and
right.
It's pretty good. Yeah. It took up a majority of the movie, but it was well written.
I think had the payoff not succeeded, then this probably would have been a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Because it does spend... It's a 2 hour and 10-minute movie. It spends at least an hour and a half building up to them, pulling off this con against the bad guy, basically.
Right.
And I think if their final ploy didn't have the payoff that you're expecting, I think this probably could have been a failure.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a feel-good con artist.
It is. I mean, yeah, there's some drama and there's some, a little noir action, like a lot of gritty, shadowy, fedora wearing, figures and, but yeah, I mean, it's still fun. I mean, there's like some real, like, legitimate comedy in the movie, and, you're not laughing at the movie, you're clearly laughing as intended. Yeah, honestly, I think this is the first Robert Redford movie I've ever seen.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Sneakers?
Never saw it. Indecent Proposal?
Indecent Proposal.
Never saw it.
A River Runs Through It.
Nope.
No.
Never saw it.
The Horse Whisperer.
Nope. And before you even name it, I never did see Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 4.
Right.
So.
Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid?
I don't think so.
No?
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow. I liked him. He was cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed his movies in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the ones I just mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to watch the Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, though.
You should definitely watch that, and you should definitely watch Sneakers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that another heist movie?
Kinda.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a techno heist movie.
Ooh. Like they listen to techno, or it's like all digital?
It's all digital.
Okay.
Computery. But from like 1990.
Ooh, like Lawnmower Man style computers. Like Lawnmower Man style computers?
Kinda. I think there's even a person who puts on a visor to go into some sort of virtual reality world.
I'm in.
But better than that.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm totally in.
Yeah. I think Dan Aykroyd's in it as well, and Ben Kingsley. So
this is Sneakers. Okay.
And I think River Phoenix, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez.
If not him, then it's Christian Slater. But I'm gonna bet it's River Phoenix.
Yeah. Huh.
They have the same hair. Roughly
kinda
the
do.
same age.
Kind of do. Yeah.
One of them's still alive, though.
Right. Yeah.
Probably the wrong one.
Ouch. Ouch.
All I'm saying is one of them was Indiana Jones Jr. And the other one was in cuffs.
Oh, man. Cuffs. I saw that in the theater. Oh. That's how lame I am. I was like, you know what I'm going to do with my $10 this weekend? I'm going to go see Cuffs. That's what I'm going to do.
You know what? That's unfair. I really liked Cuffs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think I tolerated it. I've never seen it since then.
I saw it on video when it first came out. My mom rented it. I enjoyed it. It was a good use of the word fuck.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's that?
The PG-13 fuck. You're allowed to say it once in a movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember the actual scenario where they used it?
His partner, whatever, was just letting out a stream of swears, but they all were all bleeped out. And then finally he just said he paused and said, fuck you. Which is the one fuck that they get in a PG-13 movie.
They actually bleeped it? They
bleeped all the other ones.
Expletive. Huh.
Except for that one.
And this isn't a theater? Or no, this is on DVD? What? How'd they bleep them? You mean like, so it was like a fourth wall thing? Where, yeah. Okay. It's really bizarre. I don't know if I've ever seen a movie bleep themselves in the movie.
You did. You saw Cuffs.
Well, that was a That was a theater-going film experience. I'm talking about lowly DVD rental movies.
What the fuck are you talking about? We're talking about the same goddamn movie.
I thought you meant, like, just because it was on DVD, they bleeped it. Okay. Wow, I don't remember that at all. Of course, that was, like, 20 years ago. So,
yeah, but still. It was a PG-13 movie.
Alright.
You're only allowed to have one fuck in a PG-13
Oh, no, I totally get that.
Apparently you don't.
No, the part I didn't get is they would actually bleep them.
Yes.
In the movie.
Uh-huh.
Like, you would hear a beep
because
sound.
that's comedy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
So the character was saying a lot of fucks.
Right.
But they were bleeping them out because you're only allowed one.
I guess it's one of those jokes you had to be there to...
You were there! You wasted $10 on it.
Oh, see, that's why I burned it out of my memory. But one movie I won't burn out of my memory.
X-Men First Class.
X-Men First Class.
Also,
that was a great fight scene with Wolverine and Sabretooth.
Yes, it was, and Sabretooth was not in that movie.
Oh, I'm thinking of the first X-Men movie. What was that one called? Just
X-Men.
Just X-Men. Okay. Why would they have the word first in the sequel? That's just gonna confuse people.
Because it's a prequel.
Oh.
You saw that movie too? Recently.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And that also has the perfect use of the one PG-13 fuck.
Oh yeah, I do remember that one. Yeah. Someone had ruined that joke for me though at Mavericks. They were like,
I hate Mavericks.
yeah, I know. Yeah, they were just like, oh, let me just tell you about this one scene in the movie, and I was like, okay, like not knowing that they're gonna like blow like the funny scene.
Tell you about the cameo in Zombieland.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, someone did that too.
Oh yeah. The ending of 7.
Luckily, no. That was, that is weird because I was working at Mavericks then.
That one is still burned in my mind.
Yeah.
How that happened to me. Where someone ruined the ending of 7.
That would be quite the bummer.
I was pissed. Because I was seeing that fucking night.
Ooh.
Right after school. Me
Yeah.
and my friend. Like, hey, let's meet up. Let's go see 7. Last period of the day. And this guy is like, talking about 7. He's like, hey, put our heads in the box.
Aw. And you were like, I don't even know what that means until you were sitting in the
No,
theater.
I understood it entirely.
Okay. Yeah, that's horrible. Why do people do that?
They're assholes.
They take pride in ruining things for others.
Apparently, though, there's a study recently that came out that said that spoilers don't ruin movies; they actually enhance the movies.
Oh, well then I take it all back.
I think that study is bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
because apparently people are more at ease when they know exactly what is going to happen.
I've met people like that. I don't understand that.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I don't either. That's not why I see a movie. That's not why I do any sort of entertainment thing that I do. I don't want it. I don't want to know what I'm getting into. I want to experience it as it's happening.
Exactly, as it was planned by the creators of it.
Yes. Never going to a movie again, though, so it doesn't matter.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Oh. Well, we won't spoil the end of The Sting.
No, we kind of already have.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh. We just said that there was, like
it
a
ends how you expect it to end.
Right,
yeah. And also, it's a 40-year-old movie. I think the statute of limitations on that have long passed. If it was 1974 and we were doing this podcast on the internet,
right,
then I would say that okay, let's not spoil it right now.
Wow, I wasn't even alive when this movie was filmed.
Because maybe people haven't watched it on Blu-ray yet by that point.
Right. Yeah, they're still waiting on the technology to be invented. Man, wasn't weren't the city scenes and the set pieces just amazing in this movie?
They're great. I don't know, if they did it just on a soundstage or whatever, but man, they made 1936 Chicago look amazing.
Oh yeah, they totally did. I mean, a lot of it looked, like parts of Chicago that we visited.
Yeah.
I mean, but you could recognize like areas, but
Right.
but yeah, it really did look transformed and like just it was pretty impressive.
It was great. I loved it. And, I don't know, I got kind of a small obsession with, 1930s society, pre-World War II, that kind of thing.
Right.
And it's just fascinating to me. And so to see, it recreated in, like, a movie like this, I think is part of the appeal to why I wanted to watch this.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, just the styles and that, and like the lingo and everything.
Yeah.
I think we kind of talked about this when we watched Miller's Crossing a while back.
Right.
Like, I just love just the style of everything back then. Like, from clothing to cars to just billboards and signage in general.
Made me really want to wear a suit.
I know, right? Like, even when Paul Newman just like hanging out with his wife beater shirt and his suspenders on, and you're like, yeah, he can just throw a nice suit jacket on top of that. But you can walk around the house in your suspenders and your nice pants and your fedora.
Yeah.
Man, that's the way to go.
That's casual.
Yeah, that's casual, right? I'm thinking, like we talked about this before. I think when I hit 40, I'm gonna try it.
All right.
I'm gonna try to pull it off.
Still gonna be working.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be like buying Magic card collections and my fedora. That'll be awesome. Look at me now, Mom.
You'll still be living.
Oh, I'll still be in her basement. Yeah.
A kid because I love.
These are the days of our lives.
A kid because I love.
I know. Oh man. But on top of the general atmosphere of the movie, one other thing I thought was awesome about it were the like
title cards.
Yeah, the different scenes and acts. There's like 5 of them or 6 of them, I forget.
Something like that. There's the setup, the hook, the tail, the shutout, and the sting.
Yeah.
So 5 at least. And they're these like lush painted title cards.
Yeah, with like it almost looked like Saturday Evening Post Norman Rockwell font.
Very much so. Yeah.
And
like the paintings themselves were, a little rougher than a Norman Rockwell, but pretty close to his style. If he didn't do them,
right? Yeah.
I don't know when he died.
I
don't know a thing about art.
I don't think those were.
He probably did.
I don't think those were him. I mean,
but
it was definitely
done
in that scheme.
Style.
Yeah, it was very cool. And it was like a, like they would show the title card and then they sort of, turn the page, like you see the bottom right corner of it curl up and like it turns like a, as you read the page. Yeah. And the whole time that it would show those title cards, it played whatever song it is that the ice cream trucks always play, and I always wanted ice cream. Every time I saw one of those title cards.
It is called The Entertainer.
Is that the song?
By Scott Joplin.
Oh. No relation to Janis?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe there is.
Huh.
I think they both choked on their own vomit at the age of 27.
Oh, that's too bad. That's not the way to go. That is not the way to go. Man, I'm glad I didn't choke to death on my vomit at age 27.
There's still time.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm older than that.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You're not aging backwards?
No.
Hmm.
Nope. Don't believe so. Don't believe so. Who knows? I might be. I might be, what's transdifferentiating? I think that's the term where you age to a certain point and then you just switch back and then you keep switching back and forth and you live forever.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to do that. I barely want to be alive right now.
Aww.
My biggest fear is that my parents will die before I do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't want to grieve for them.
Yeah. Grieving's not fun for anyone, but you gotta look out for number one. That's what Spider-Man always says.
Nah. Oh, wow. Speaking of Spider-Man, that whole Spider-Man's origin story is almost entirely played out in this movie.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah! You're right. Yeah, it pretty much is. If Robert Redford just had some web shooters, this would have been the Spider-Man movie. Spoiler. That is funny because there's a scene where someone's asking him to stop a robber, and I did think that for like a brief second, and then I just But yeah, wow, there's a couple other parallels. I mean, that's
you see that Peter Parker just happens to be a gangster who's running money for the mob.
Yeah. Oh, Peter.
Yeah, maybe his name was Peter.
Could have been.
And he didn't take responsibility, and then that led to Robert Redford being on the run.
Yeah.
Just like the Burglar.
The
parallel
it kind of
breaks down really quickly.
I was saying it diverges paths there in the middle. But yeah, this movie had like some good chase scenes. It had some great camera work, through the There's a couple of scenes where they're filming stuff through a window, and they'll like pan out, and this is 1973. They have a close up on someone in a room, and they pan out, and you realize the camera's in a building across the street.
Right.
And without cutting, the camera turns, and there's some action in that room. I mean, there's some really neat camera work in this movie.
It's really good. I don't know that the director of the movie, I think, was George Roy Hill, I believe was his name. I don't know if he's ever directed anything else I've ever seen before.
I don't recognize the name.
But based on this, I might want to check out some other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's so many great cameos, like one of the FBI guys, and I love the FBI guys' hats. What do you call those hats?
I don't know. They look like that sort of
Hee-Haw or something. Smothers
they're
Brothers.
straw, but they're not, all mangled or anything. They
right.
sort of look like the hats that you imagine at an election rally or something like that.
Like a 1940s election rally.
Yeah.
Like those circular, wide-brimmed, stiff hats, made out of straw or something. Yeah, but one of the FBI guys was Pete from MacGyver.
Yep.
That was awesome.
There was a point where, pretty much right as soon as we meet Pete from MacGyver, I got on my phone and I was checking online. The guy he was talking to, I swear to God, I thought he looked like Harry Dean Stanton.
Yeah, he really did. I thought that too.
So I was trying to see if Harry Dean Stanton had a cameo in this movie or something like that, but I couldn't.
No,
I don't think he did.
I don't think it was. Yeah. But yeah, he did look like him. And of course, Tommy's dad from Rescue Me.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Charles Durning.
Yeah, all these guys are so young too.
Yeah. Even, except for Ray Walston.
Mr. Hand.
Who, I think he was 90 when he was made My Favorite Martian. And,
right.
I think he may even still be alive today.
He doesn't look any different at all.
No, yeah. He's been 90 for 50 years.
Yeah. That's impressive. He's just I'm not gonna die.
Yeah. Well, he's got the Martian powers.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. He smoked some weed with Spicoli, too, so you get a little contact buzz.
You spoiled that movie for me.
Oh.
Looks like I'm not going to pick it.
Oh.
That was going to be, that's on my Missed Classics, and you just ruined it.
Oh, I was talking about a different movie I was talking about the sequel with Spicoli. It's called Spicoli Goes Nuts and Murders Everyone Except for Mr. Hand because they smoke weed together. That's the name of the sequel. Yeah. What a good movie. I wouldn't say this movie is amazing, but it was a really solid caper movie, heist movie, scam movie, with some comedy and some action.
Solidly entertaining, gorgeous looking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not just talking about the cinematography.
And you're not just
Paul
talking about
Newman and Robert Redford are gorgeous.
Yeah. I was gonna go Eileen Brennan, but whatever. Yeah.
Paul Newman's piercing eyes.
Man, you get to the first time you see him, he's all soiled in a bathtub.
Yeah. Hey, he is the model for Hal Jordan.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Green Lantern, for the folks not in the know. If you're listening to this, how are you not in the
know?
Yeah, when Gil Kane was designing Green Lantern, Hal Jordan.
Really?
He based him off of Paul Newman.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that.
And did you know that Captain Marvel was based on Fred McMurray?
I did not.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. We're learning things.
Wow.
Brad Pitt was based on Robert Redford.
That's even more incredible. Wow. Incredible stuff.
Yeah.
It makes me want to slather myself in Newman's Own Dressing and read some Green Arrow comics. Green Lantern comics.
Green Lantern, yeah.
I don't know anything else to say about this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you don't want to spoil all the tricks and capers.
Nope.
There's a cool card game.
Yeah. There's a couple cool card games.
Yeah.
No, I guess there's just the one.
Never
Never mind, I'm stupid.
There's some gunplay. There's some dames. There's some,
There's a merry-go-round.
There is a merry-go-round. You don't hardly see that in the movies.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fine movie. Go watch it.
Yeah.
It's not a must-see, but it's solidly entertaining.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. That's what I was gonna ask. How did this come to be on your must-see list?
Just because I've heard so much about it over the years. Just everyone's saying the Sting. It's great.
See, I swear, like, I've never even heard of the movie.
Wow.
Like, I'm just so surprised that it's something that you heard a lot about. Yeah, never heard of it.
It's weird. I know there's a sequel. I've heard not so good things about that.
Does it have Redford Newman?
Nope.
Okay. Then yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Samantha Darko of Paul Newman movies.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
I've heard nothing but horrible things, and I've picked up the box and looked at it at the video store and talked myself out of it a couple times because it just looks terrible.
There's no reason that should have been made ever.
Yeah. Somebody thought they'd make a few bucks.
All right. I gotta take a break. So
Yeah.
Let's go do that, and we will be back.
Yeah.
The Sting. Watch it. It's fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Good film.
Yeah. We'll be back.
Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash. Hey,
What's
up?
Not much.
Enjoy your break?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me and Chauncey hung out in here for a while.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I had to go take care of some business.
Oh.
But then
I saw you get the fax machine out, and
Yep.
I heard you say, sell, buy.
Yep.
Something about diamonds and Mount Fuji. I didn't know what was going on.
It's too complicated to get into
I
right
bet.
now. Yeah.
Wow.
But once that was settled,
Mhm.
came downstairs here to the podcast arena,
Right.
and we did some research on the movie we just watched.
Yeah, you did, and I just sat here and read it.
Well, yeah, I clicked the buttons.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
You're the big button clicker.
That is pretty much one of the best things I'm good at.
You
Yeah.
clicked as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When I die, my epitaph will say, clicked some good buttons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. It kind of has a an ominous zing to it.
Yeah.
That's a little abstract, but can infer whatever you want.
Right. But no, yeah, we looked up the director, George Roy Hill. Turns out, directed one of my top 5 favorite movies in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think that I maybe would have known that.
I don't know who directed, I don't know, any movie.
Alien?
Yeah, I have no idea. I think it's Gilbert Gottfried, I believe.
Okay.
That's kind of surprising. But,
Yeah.
more surprising, I think, was his gamut of other movies that he directed. Funny Farm and Slaughterhouse-5.
Yeah, yeah.
That's quite the diverse repertoire.
I think there's some similarities.
Oh, yeah. Both of them have a man who's in a place he doesn't want to be.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Some tenuous grasp on reality.
Yeah. Yeah. So it goes, yeah. So it goes.
I think what we're figuring out here is that Funny Farm is in fact a remake of Slaughterhouse-5.
And it's much funnier this time around.
Yeah.
So, like, if you wanted to yuck it up, and you rented Slaughterhouse-5, and you're like, oh, the Dresden War, bummer. Just pick up Funny Farm. There's a grown man on a riding lawnmower. There's, like, chickens and squirrels, and if I remember right. I don't know.
And, Kurt Vonnegut approved.
Yeah. Yeah. But you also looked up, the sequel to this thing.
Yeah. Did not read the plot of it, but, it appears to be, like, featuring the cousins or sons or whatever.
Oh, would that be horrible if it was?
It's all horrible.
Yeah.
When the two main things that are helping make the original work are not in the sequel, then it's clearly just a cash grab.
How awesome would it be if it was supposed to be their grandsons?
Oh.
And since one of them is Jackie Gleason, it's clearly set way into the future.
Right.
It'd be like set in the year 2045. That would be awesome. And they have like little hover boots and space cars and...
Dude, I think we just wrote the Sting 3.
Oh, yeah, wow. They wouldn't have to rely on, Western Union style ticker tape technology. They could just text each other.
Yeah. Well, they would telepathically get in the, the horse.
Yeah. They would just transmorph their bodies into horses and
Right.
throw the race. Yeah. That would be awesome. Transmitigration, is that what the what do they call it on Brave and the Bold? When they switch bodies, transmogrification.
Whatever. Who knows?
Who knows?
Body switch.
Body switching. No, that's the name of our movie. Body switching. There's no G at the end of switching.
There we
It's
go.
just apostrophe. Show like a really hot girl on the cover in a bikini,
Uh-huh.
and then like
I'm in.
a dude with a mustache and like a briefcase. He's the other guy.
No, not in.
You don't want to switch bodies.
Okay.
Okay, how about a nerd girl, like a librarian,
Uh-huh.
and then like a sorority queen or something.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm totally in.
Body switching.
All right. The long lost plot to the Sting 3.
Starring Jackie Gleason. Oh, That would be awesome. But the guy that also directed the second Sting, you found out all kinds of stuff that he wrote, which was kind of surprising.
No, it was a different guy.
Oh, it was a different guy? Oh, that's the writer. Okay,
the writer of the Sting wrote a bunch of different stuff.
Including Sting 2.
Including the Sting 2. And I've completely forgotten most of it.
Major League?
Oh yeah, he wrote, I think 3 of the Major League movies. I think there's 4 total.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he directed his directorial debut, and I think the only thing he's directed, Down Periscope, starring Kelsey Grammer.
With all kinds of bit parts in it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize Patton Oswalt or any of those guys were in there.
Me neither. I've never seen it, so...
Yeah, me neither. It looks like a dumb, fun movie.
Yeah,
I'm
could
sure.
be. Could be. You're going to pick that for your next...
No. Oh, no. No.
Maybe I'll put that on my list. Classics.
Like, I can't believe I've never seen that. And Rob Schneider's, the fat girl or whatever. The hot girl, yeah.
I have seen that.
Let's do that.
Yeah, it is. Let me put that in context. I used to work at a TV station.
Yeah.
We had to air some shitty movies.
So you were paid to watch it?
I was paid to watch it.
That's better, yeah.
But yeah, I think I've seen every movie in the Rob Schneider oeuvre.
Oh, wow. Those are 2 words that have never been used in the same sentence. Wow, lucky you.
Yeah, so I've seen The Hot Girl, I've seen The Animal multiple times.
Oh, does it explain things more on multiple viewings, or is the plot still a little?
Yeah, it's still pretty murky.
It's dense. Yeah, it's like reading the brothers Baryshnikov or whatever that book's called. I'm such an idiot.
That's alright. We both are.
What the fuck is the name of that Dostoevsky book? The brothers. I started to say the Brothers Grimm, but that's not it.
Right, yeah. I'm aware of what you're speaking of. I just don't know the exact name to attach to it. Kolonikov?
Grimakov? I don't know.
Romanov?
I don't know.
Smirnov.
That's it. The brothers Smirnov.
Yakov and Ivan.
I was thinking of just like a horrible drink that's like tastes like Sprite with a shot of whiskey in it.
No, I was thinking of the comedian.
He was great.
Yeah.
Remember when he was on episodes of Night Court?
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah.
Oh, of course I do.
And he did his one joke over and over about
in Russia.
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I'm not good at
people would
making things up.
Well, yeah. Clearly, we're on this show.
Well, I don't want to steal Yakov Smirnov's material.
No, yeah, he's got one joke. Let him have it. Does he? He's not still around, is he?
Oh yeah.
Really? Oh, that's even worse.
Huh?
Isn't that even worse? Is he in former Soviet Union?
My friend Bruce and his wife years ago went on vacation to Branson, Missouri.
Ooh.
And Yakov has his own theater.
Branson, Missouri?
Yes.
That seems appropriate.
So he does I think 2 shows a day in Branson, Missouri.
Wow. They must hate him there.
He's fucking rich as shit.
Really?
Yeah. Why would they hate him there?
Because he does the same act twice a day, every day.
It's a tourist trap.
Yeah.
People of Branson, Missouri,
they don't go
because they're working at those places.
But what if they're? Yeah, well, that's another reason they would hate him. They have to hear it. They have to hear it all day, every day.
Bruce went and saw him.
No.
Said good things about him.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess he doesn't do the same jokes.
Right. Well, that's good.
He's grown as a comedian. And
right.
He's obviously successful enough that he can do whatever
the fuck
he wants.
He has his own theater. That's something. It's more than we got.
Yeah.
It's more than we got.
I'm not saying that I'm going to rush out and go see him anytime soon.
Yeah.
But, give the guy his due.
Yeah. Hey, I said he was on Night Court. That's something.
My favorite show of all time.
Yeah.
I loved the episodes he was in.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I was listening to Never Not Funny this past week. And they had a guest on who lived with Yakov and Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh, wow. Now there's a sitcom.
And he said Yakov pretty much was never at the house because he was always on tour, and he was constantly writing jokes. And that he came from Russia. He defected. He escaped from Russia. Took his parents with him. When he got to the United States, he was asked, what occupation do you plan on having here? And he said, I'll be a comedian. And he became a comedian, and he learned his jokes phonetically.
Really?
Yep. So show some respect for Yakov
Holy
Smirnoff.
shit. Wow.
Whereas Andrew Dice Clay apparently did nothing and then wrote his jokes out with a crayon like a 2-year-old.
But he did make one of the greatest films of all time. Ford Fairlane, or whatever it's called. Ford Fairlane? Yeah. Not to be confused with the Chris Ware book, Ford Fairlane. That would be awesome if someone thought they were buying the film adaptation of a Chris Ware comic, and they ended up with, Robert Englund and Motley Crue and Andrew Dice Clay in this film.
I'm guessing it's going to go the other way. Because I wouldn't be surprised if in the mid-'80s there was a comic adaptation of The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
There totally was. I owned them.
There we go.
I owned them.
There we go.
Yeah.
People thinking they're buying a Chris Ware book.
They're like, I've heard of this rare collectible, and they buy it on eBay, and some other guy sees it too, and they have a bidding war with each other. I've heard Chris Ware buys these for $100 each so he can destroy them, which is apparently true. Yeah. That would be awesome. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put it on eBay. You know how, we have those, I think, in our quarter box. You know how, sometimes you'll see something on eBay, and they'll, in the title, just throw something related in case you're searching for, the name of, if you're searching for a Mastodon t-shirt, you might see Mouth of the Architect t-shirt because they put Mastodon in the link, even though it has nothing to do with the item you're buying.
Right.
Maybe I'll put Chris Ware's name in there, and then just, not say it's by Chris Ware.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna do.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Good luck.
Yeah. I'll let you know how it turns out.
So anyway, show some respect for
respect. I have a newfound respect for the man, especially for getting out of Russia and taking his parents. I didn't even know if the guy was Russian. I thought his name was Gary, and he just made up that act.
Apparently, totally Russian, couldn't speak English when he came to the States.
Impressive.
Learned how to tell jokes phonetically.
That's pretty impressive.
That's awesome. He wrote a book apparently too, so.
Phonetically.
Yeah. But 10 years ago.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Did we learn anything else? I don't think we learned anything else.
Yeah, not really.
No.
Yeah. Looked up some Robert Redford movies that you.
I swear I've never
seen it.
Yeah, I really haven't. I'm gonna have to rectify that. He seems like despite what everybody has always said, he seems like a good actor.
I stick with my 2 recommendations for sure. Yeah.
Butch Cassidy.
Butch Cassidy and Sneakers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll check them out.
There you go.
I shall check them out.
Yeah. So what's up?
What is up? What's happening? Have we talked about going to the dentist yet? Have we recorded?
Yeah.
We did? Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta go back this coming Tuesday.
Right.
A little follow-up.
Right.
A little follow-up action.
Wish you luck.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll be the last time I go in, a year.
A while.
Yeah. That's about it. Other than that, yeah.
Car's still broken, so there's that.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Nothing else fun?
I've been, my ex-girlfriend is really into Green Lantern lately.
That's been interesting.
That's the thing,
You loaned her a stack of Green Lanterns, I believe.
I did. After the movie, she totally got into it.
Mm-hmm.
And wanted to know if there were any essential reads that I could lend her. And I had to tell her that of the stuff that influenced the movie, no.
Yeah.
Because I haven't read Green Lantern comic regularly since like 1999.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. I'm sure I haven't either.
Yeah. So I lent her what I had, which was a bunch of Kyle Rayner stuff. Lent her Green Lantern Rebirth, which I did buy, because I was just interested in seeing how they were going to bring Hal Jordan back to life.
That was that Jeff Johns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ethan Van Sciver.
He's my second favorite Van Sciver.
Yes, yeah. As well he should be. Let's see what else. I lent her Will World by J.M. DeMatteis and Seth Fisher.
Yeah.
And I lent her the Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams Green Arrow, Green Lantern run.
Wow. The uber liberal, preachy miniseries.
Yep. And she brought them all back and said that those were the toughest to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on my own, I have been reading Grant Morrison's Super Gods, and just recently finished the chapter in which he pretty much bashes those comics.
Right. Yeah, it seemed like he was, like, partially, saying, like, they were trying something pretty heavy and different.
Right.
Like, but then at the same time, he was like, yeah, they just kind of hit all the buttons, basically.
I think he sort of approached it, at least from my opinion, from the point of view that, superhero comics were kind of floundering at the time, and they were just trying something, and that it worked, but it worked too well, and then like every other comic book started trying to do it, and it just kind of ruined.
That seems to always happen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like Dark Knight was super gritty and awesome, and one of the best comics I've ever read.
Yeah.
And then like everything else was like, oh, we got to be dark now, and like it's just instead of like taking the note as, oh, we have to do something different. That's what people like.
Yeah.
They just, follow whatever. I mean, I don't know, I'm not saying anything and nobody else hasn't realized, but I mean, that is...
Well, there are people who still don't realize it, and that's why that keeps happening.
Right, yeah.
It's like, there's the new Superman movie coming out, and they've apparently taken the idea that, the previous Superman movie didn't do so well, and The Dark Knight did incredibly well, so now Superman has to be dark and gritty, because,
right.
it has to match that. And then Green Lantern failed, and so they immediately said, there's going to be a Green Lantern 2, but it's going to be dark and gritty.
Dark and gritty? Well, yeah, that's what kids want. I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I've heard that that's kind of what the Spider-Man movie looks like, too. Like, it's a
looks
little
pretty
darker.
dark, too, yeah. People, Hollywood just doesn't get it, and business people don't get it, I guess.
Well, I heard that for years they've been talking about doing a Stephen King Dark Tower movie,
right?
And with Cowboys and Aliens not exactly doing amazing, like let's can all the cowboy movies,
right,
like anything Western related.
Yeah,
it's like that's completely different. That's like it's like a Stephen King thing. It's a fantasy world. I mean,
it has more in common with Lord of the Rings than it does Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah, probably. I've never read it, but apparently
I've read the first 4 books. And yeah, it does. It's just because the guy dresses like a cowboy and carries a gun,
right?
I mean, he's pretty much just a knight, without a suit of armor.
Right.
It's a fantasy world here. So yeah. I don't know. There's nothing we can do except not support things that look crappy.
Yeah, there you go. Do that, people.
Yeah. And, like the Conan movie came out last week, and the producers of that are already blaming the audiences for whatever reason. But, how about the fact that it just looks awful? And that the reviews came in and said it was terrible.
I've only seen the teaser trailer, but I thought it looked alright.
It looks okay. I mean, it's a movie I think I definitely would want to see on DVD, but I'm not going to rush out to see it in the theater.
Right.
I'm also not going to expect, an incredible movie.
Right.
If I want Incredible Conan, I'll just go read the Dark Horse books.
There you go. Yeah.
Kurt Busiek.
Yeah.
Surprising everybody by writing a decent Conan.
It doesn't seem it's in his repertoire, but,
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It made it work, and it was awesome.
Yeah. let's see. Oh, I went to the Dayton Art Institute. I think I may have mentioned that to you yesterday, but they had right here in Dayton, Ohio. They have the Art Institute, and they had some what they're calling manga from the 1840s there, which is pretty crazy.
So, like, Tentacle Rave and
there's some Tentacle Rave. There's a Pokemon or two.
There's some Dirty Pear.
Oh yeah, the Dirty Pears. Yeah,
Appleseed.
Yeah.
Bubblegum Crisis.
Yeah.
I know a lot more manga than I should. And yes, I'm gonna pronounce it manga.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck.
Ooh. I have nothing against manga. But I wouldn't call myself a fan. Like I've read maybe a dozen ever, and I really did like Battle Angel Alita. I read 50 issues of it or something. I liked things here and there, but just overall, I've just never gotten into any of it. Like just the whole style and the culture of it. Like I have nothing against it. It's just not something I'm into.
I don't have so much of a problem with it at all. I've read like 3 volumes of one called Sanctuary, which was pretty good. It was like a crime drama thing.
Yeah, I heard it was kind of like The Sopranos meets...
Kind of, yeah. Just very noirish,
Right.
Political. My ex used to read Oh My Goddess.
Okay.
And we were just lazing around the house or whatever, I would read some of those. They weren't bad. They're definitely not something I would seek out. But,
there was a manga I've been thinking about picking for a review for a long time.
Is it Akira?
No. It's the entire run of Akira. What are you doing this week? Anything?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere.
Well, you could probably read the first volume. No, the one I was going to pick. I'm not going to pick it this week, but eventually I might. But
well, then don't say it.
I won't say what it is, but it would be a lot less reading than Akira. I'll just put it that way. A lot less heavy. But yeah, I mean, I have nothing against it, but seeing those drawings at the Art Institute were amazing. I mean, they were basically what the guy does. I can't remember his name. I want to say it's Hokusai. Or Hokusei or something. That's last name.
I don't even know where the Art Institute is.
It's in Dayton.
Is it next to the Arby's?
I think there might be... there's a Church's Chicken over there. I don't know. I don't know about Arby's. I know there's an Arby's down the road from here. I think we're pretty close to an Arby's.
So what you're saying is the Dayton Art Institute.
Yeah, it's in Dayton. We're both in Dayton. Dayton's not huge.
It's got two blocks.
Yeah, it's a small town. There's some airplanes, but yeah, they had 14 of these hardcover mangas from the 1840s, and they're not exactly comics. I mean, there are some linear pictures that are like the same character, and then there's a little bit of dialogue or description on the pages, but it's not like one big story or anything. But there's some really great drawings, and apparently the way the guy did them was he would draw stuff, and then he had like a team of people that would cut out everything except for the lines he made on wood, and they made these mangas with woodblock prints. Yeah, so they're really cool. I mean, they're really interesting looking, and I don't know how long they're there, but if anybody happens to be listening that lives in Dayton, which I think a couple people do, I'd highly recommend checking it out.
There you go. You go do that.
No.
You go do that.
But be warned.
Stop by the Arby's first.
Stop.
Get yourself some potato cakes.
And some horsey sauce. And Bronco berry sauce. They have a sauce called Bronco berry sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It basically tastes like sweet and sour sauce with some chili paste in it.
Alright. Sounds gross.
Yeah, it's not great.
Anyway.
But I do warn you, because it'd been a year since I'd been at the Art Institute, and last time I was there, they just had a donation box that you can you can just blow right past it, you know.
Right.
But this year, they're on their there is a quest to actually stay in business, apparently.
Yeah.
And they're strongly suggesting an $8 donation.
Right.
Like they talk to you eye to eye, they make eye contact,
Right.
and they mention all this, and they make you feel like a dirtbag if you don't have $8 on you.
Right.
But I did. I scrounged up $8.
Yeah. I don't care cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a credit card machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a credit card.
Oh, well, you have those. You still have those
I just write out IOUs.
those shells that you picked up at the beach that you barter with. Yeah, IOU is good too. Just right on the back of like a receipt from Denny's or something.
My coworker told me recently that apparently it is entirely legal to write on anything, and it's a check.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Do you have to put your routing number and everything? Oh.
You just have to put the name of your bank, your name, who it's made out to, and how much for, and sign it.
But any place has the right to refuse checks, though.
I guess, but
But the bank would accept that if you turned it in.
Yep. Apparently, the IRS has received T-shirts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then some guy who got into an argument with a contractor tore a door off of his house, wrote it on it like a check, and then threw it at the contractor. The guy was arrested for assault, but the check was good.
It didn't bounce?
No.
Yeah.
Well, it probably bounced off the skull.
Yeah, that's a heavy door, yeah. Oh, man. Wow, that's news to me. It's like pennies aren't legal tender,
Yeah.
but a door with your, signature on it is.
Yeah.
That's
Pennies are legal tender.
Ronald Reagan, my friend, declared pennies not legal tender.
Really?
People still accept them, but it's the only piece of monetary, coinage or paper currency that you're allowed to destroy.
Really?
Because it's not really legal tender.
Well, that's good, because I throw those shits away.
Yeah.
I hate pennies.
Oh yeah.
Why do they keep making them if they're not legal tender anymore?
It's bizarre.
They are litter.
It costs more.
Pennies are litter.
It costs more than a penny to produce one. I know that's a fact. So they've been talking about that for years.
They are litter. And I don't care that the most recent one has Captain America's shield on the back of it.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They are trash.
Yeah.
Stop making fucking pennies.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone from the
The mint who might be listening.
yeah. If you're a fan of the show.
Yeah. Our listener John, he lives in Washington.
Oh
he can
yeah,
talk to
he's
someone.
got some pull.
Come
Yeah.
on. Stop making pennies.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Nope. That sound is the sound of smug satisfaction.
Yeah. With a job not so well done. Oh. Yeah. Exciting stuff. Pennies. Penny Talk. This has been Penny Talk.
Yay! Alright, what am I reading?
Oh! Wow, you caught me off guard. I think you have a copy of this. I don't know that you do. But if not, I'll lend you mine.
Alright.
Let's read Metaphor by Ted McKeever. I think I remember ringing you up for first couple of them at least.
I think I have them.
Yeah.
I think I do. I don't recall. Well, I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I have them.
Either way,
Yeah.
I've got a copy.
Alright.
So
Alright, let's do that.
sweet.
Sweet.
Read along, kids. Metaphor.
Metaphor. META 4.
Then like the numeral 4.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, that word also means another thing too.
What?
When you say it out loud.
Oh, it's when you golf. Yeah.
Yeah,
4.
yeah. Yep.
Right. Okay. Now I get it.
Alright. Sounds awesome.
Sweet.
Hope I have them. I'm sure
Peter
it's
too.
buried in the stack of unread comics that I have.
Right. There's 5 of them, so if you start digging around.
That doesn't make any sense. There should only be 4.
I know, right? Huh.
Alright, let's scrap this. Pick another one.
Okay. Dynamo 5, there's 4 of those.
Alright, Metal 4. Sounds good.
Alright.
Let's do it. Let's get out of here.
Yep.
Done.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook, or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.